thing that bothers me is pretty privilege in the dance world, because I feel like certain women or certain females can't learn certain styles because they're not pretty enough. But again, if you throwing your pussy at the OG's faces, or if you throwing your titties in front of, like, again, you're using your body to get, oh yeah, they'll teach you anything. And I guess what bothers me even more is, of course, yes, they'll bring you in, but on top of that, they'll let you do whatever the fuck you can in the circle. But let's say let's use crump as an example. Let's say I wanted to crump, right? But I didn't make the cut. I'm not pretty enough to be on your team. But yet you let Angelica kind of cute. She flirting with you on the side and stuff like that because she want to learn how to crump. So you guys let her in, right? You guys let her in, but her technique still isn't all the way there. Stuff that you would tell her, okay, let's not do this yet in front of people because, you know, she needs to work on it. You just let her slide because, again, sis is pretty. But let me sit here and do an arm swing that's incorrect. Y'all trying to battle me, a female, because it wasn't correct. But yet this pretty bitch doing the same thing I just did, and y'all are not correcting her. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like, it's very hard for certain females in the dance community, I feel like, especially the ones that actually want to take it seriously and not just be a culture vulture and come in and bite on your shit. For females that are actually coming in trying to be part of the culture, learn the culture, do the culture, be the culture, like, it's very upsetting. And it kind of, like, me personally, it pushes me back a little bit, even though lately it's been making me stronger. But that really bothers me. Like, if you're going to be about a culture, if you're so here for your culture, let the rules be the same for fucking everybody. Because, again, this pretty bitch is making y'all craft look sad because y'all letting her do whatever. But if it was me or somebody else, you would correct me in a heartbeat. You would want to battle me. Like, you would really sit here and battle me over one incorrect movement. So, like, pretty privilege is a thing in the dance community that I really can't stand. Because at the end of the day, especially for the real dancers, we trying to be out here and fucking dance and show what it is. Because, again, for my style, yes, I like the seductiveness, but the seductiveness is to pull you in so you could finish watching what the fuck I just did. Okay? Point blank, period. Right. So, yeah, that's my thing with pretty privilege.
Speak on it. But, yeah, that is a thing. Like, it happens a lot, even in, like, any type of circle.
I would say I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate.
There you go. Work that.
I guess coming from the art world, that's where I'm most comfortable in. I've been there for a bit. The pretty girl privilege definitely exists. Pretty girls put a painting next to a selfie and they look a certain way and they get thousands of likes. Or they'll wear like itty bitty shorts and saying like, I'm painting, and they get a bunch of likes, and I'm over here like putting 20,000 hours without a picture of me in it, and it gets like 200 likes, which is great. Love all of that. But that pretty girl privilege happens, and they get more jobs, they get more commissions. The art doesn't have to be as challenged because everybody's like, oh my God, you're so pretty, and you did that? Oh my God.
No, I can't believe that you did something.
And they're like,
that
oh my
looks
God,
pretty good.
It's so easy. And they're like, oh, it's not.
Right.
But so that happens there. But when I walked into the dance world as a B-girl, things were different. There's not that many B-girls, period. Like, for every 100 B-boys, there's like 2 to 3 B-girls, which is really crazy. So competitions and things like that tend to be like more male-heavy than female. But what I've noticed is that the girls are being encouraged like quite a lot. And while I know there's still like things that have happened in the breaking community with girls, I've seen a lot of guys like kind of get together and make it a safe space for girls. And anytime a girl goes in, they really are just there supporting instead of just judging. And the girls are, anytime you see another B girl, it's like you lock in and you're like, oh, safe space, awesome. I like what you do. I don't care what level you're at. We still practice, we session, we get to know each other through different channels, and that's been really awesome. I haven't had a catty moment in the breaking world. I've heard of catty B-girls, but they're no longer in the scene. And I'm like, okay, so that kind of weeded itself out. But I think that it comes back to like who you surround yourself with at the end of the day. Like if you are fueling those people that are only encouraging that, then that's up to you. But this is why you guys create these spaces where it's safer, and the girls, you know, it's a whole different vibe when you do that. And also when you have males that are not trying to get in your pants and they just know that
Yeah.
you're a dancer, and they actually pay attention to what you're doing, not in a promiscuous way, but they're actually like, thank you for sharing that and feeling safe. So
Yeah.
I will say there's still a little bit of like the opposite of what you're experiencing. But I think they're both valid experiences. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Especially when you said like it also depends on who I'm around and yeah, it's definitely I'm starting to see it's definitely the group like because I mean I never know, you never know, like you said, other states maybe it might not be that way.
Which one of them are the biggest problem? There's racial, there's
I think pretty good privilege is like right there under white privilege. I'm not even going.
Yeah, honestly,
You can literally live off being pretty. You don't have to. You don't. Not saying that it should be done. Not knocking anybody for doing it, but you can really get paid just for having a nice face and a nice body.
definition.
Like
I think it matters as a definition.
like the fact that you can get so
yeah,
many
pretty much.
likes and subscribes, like
You cannot even know how to
You
wipe
can do
your ass
whatever the fuck you
correctly.
want to. You just gotta find it. Just find a nigga with money. You get on the boat and everybody up there got money. You can be broke as hell. You gonna leave with $1 million. I guarantee you, bro. Just because you have a nice
leave with
face.
a
like prime example, OnlyFans. There's girls out here that just show feet, and dudes just like cash flow, making bank. This is like Brim does like the OnlyFans shoot for this one girl. All she does is sit down and wear lingerie and eat fruit. She don't show nothing. She just eat fruit.
I saw somewhere where it says, you guys know Bad Baby?
Yeah.
Catch Me Outside Girl?
Yeah.
She made $3 million on OnlyFans alone.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And I don't think she. And I think she did, but she didn't show anything.
You know what's crazy?
But then she didn't show nothing. But the fact that she had an OnlyFans, these sweaty ass dudes just jumped
Can
in
we
there.
talk about how Bella Thorne?
Bella Thorne.
She posted on her regular page.
1.7. She fucked up OnlyFans for everybody.
Yeah.
She
Bella Thorne?
leaked she was
Yeah.
doing OnlyFans, but she posted the picture that she posted on OnlyFans on Twitter. Like it was just a regular picture of her like in a tank top.
no.
Have y'all seen Bella
That
Thorne's
shit had me
Instagram
dead
page
because
though?
niggas was really paying bread to see her naked and got a picture of her in a tank top.
Ooh wee!
Okay, but she be more naked on her Instagram page. Sis be with titties, cleavage out, like showing thighs. She posts more of her body, like literally like out on her Instagram page than she did on her OnlyFans.
In my head, I was like, ain't no need to go follow you. Yeah, I'm like, why follow you on OnlyFans when you already show everything on Instagram? So I was like,
Honey, I'm watching it for the free.
right,
What makes
exactly.
you think that a celebrity, some of them will do it, but like
Yeah.
in general, it's gonna be easy for me. Okay, screenshot, post.
Hello?
Okay, paparazzi. Now I can make money. Like it's
And you know the
easy.
stalker.
Not getting that bread back.
That have you on post notification. It could be not even a whole second yet, but if that shit is uploaded and you are famous and you got them little stalkers and creeps, they are going to get your ass within that 0.1 second. Like they be ready, honey.
Just like them bots be buying stuff online.
Yeah, they be ready. I'm not gonna cap. That is scary though. Like imagine having a stalker for real that like you can't even oopsie and post something by
tracking
accident
it.
because
Oh,
as soon as that
like
shit's up, you're done.
You remember like Cardi B had her boob out on her live? Bruh, you know how many?
But Cardi don't give a fuck though. That's
Yeah, she
right.
don't.
But she didn't mean to. That's like you can go back to the stripper days when she was like, "Oh, my nipple's so big." You know how many of my homeboys screenshotted that video? I was like, "Damn, y'all was on point, boy."
Other videos.
That's just horrendous.
She was dropping herself. Like, come on.
I was like, "Damn!"
Damn,
But the
yeah.
fact that everyone was watching, like, "Oh, click, 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 click."
I'm
It's quick as hell, like, can't
dead.
get
Y'all
fucked.
trying to see that nipple? I don't.
One boob.
Everybody got nipples.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
One boob.
One titty.
But
I'm gonna do OnlyFans myself and just Dougie.
You know, something.
Might as
I
well.
mean, the way they was on the club, you gotta put the
The
helmet
profile
on.
picture's you shirtless.
This one's going to ask.
What was your input for the podcast?
Fuck yeah.
Hold on, we got one more person.
We had to take over here.
Huh?
Just in case, yeah. Because some people still ain't talk.
Alright, this one
Oh, yeah,
I would
you
say
got it.
it's called like parent privilege.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm just saying this because like my mom, she died when I was 13, and I feel like if she didn't, like I feel like when people know that you ain't nobody there to like protect you or stand behind you, they can handle you like in ways they wouldn't if they knew somebody was gonna be there to
Yeah.
stop you. You know,
Yeah.
be at your forefront.
Yeah.
So, but that's pretty much it. That's
No, that's real.
Because some people would try to use someone that they feel like it's broken to do whatever.
Especially when you're a
Yeah,
kid.
when you're because they feel like you need somebody like father figure or mother figure, and like, oh, I got you, I'm following it, and come to find out they push you to the side.
Manipulate you.
Y'all don't want to push them kids. I'm just gonna say that you do not want to push them kids. Do not.
You don't.
I promise you, you'll regret that shit. Like,
They will come back on your ass when they learn that.
Oh yeah, they hold kids hold grudges. Kids remember.
somebody to protect him, nigga can protect himself with a long way.
And I'm not gonna cap. That reminds me of like, so like my father, he has, I don't care, fuck that man. But like my father, he has, I'm the oldest out of 5 kids, right? I've been in foster care since I was 13. Even though my mom is still alive, she live in Florida right now. So like, you know, so I've been to several places actually. I've lived in several homes since I've been in foster care. But for me, kind of like you said, because I was by myself, and because they was directly getting the money, like literally I was by myself. I was literally just getting placed into these houses. I ain't getting no money. I ain't getting no benefits from it, nothing. Every benefit would go to the places that I would, you know, reside in. They would see me as a walking money sign, honey. So on top of them getting money for me, I had to work. I had to get my job. I had to pay for my own food that I was going to eat. I had to, anything for school, I had to pay for on my own type shit. Like, they use that to their advantage. Like, okay, bitch, you in the system. Fuck you type of thing. You just in the system. But that also reminds me of like my father, how you said like, you know, when they grow up. So my father, the only reason why he has custody of my twin brothers is because the mom was a crackhead. And when I say crackhead, like sis was really bonkers. So he got custody of them. I'm not gonna cap. My father is not a good father. Genuinely. I don't speak to him. I don't even know where he is. Sperm donor type of thing.
He never tried to reach out?
So no. And the times he did try to reach out, this man wanted to use me to his advantage, watch the kids do this, that, and the third. You can die. Anyway, so like my twin brothers, one of them, he put them both in boxing. They're twins. Their name is Ariel and Elvis. Ariel is, you can tell he's starting to like, he's at the age, they're about 10 now. He's at the age where he's kind of like, not starting to like go against what he's being told, but you can tell he's getting sick of a lot of shit that my father is doing and saying. And mark my words, like one of y'all said, when he gets older, I genuinely feel it in my spirit. He's going to be the one to give that. He's going to deck that man in his shit. Then you got these little kids in boxing. They got a lot of anger built up. They don't have their mom. You keep mooching around with all these other women that is not their mother. They don't even have like one woman they can even see as a mother figure because you have so many with these kids.
He be throwing money at the women?
Not even. He is a moocher. They be throwing money at him. He might as well be the one with the pussy. But anyways, so like, yeah, he can't even teach them how to fully be men. So, like, they really have a lot of growing up and maturing. But, like I said, I feel bad for Ariel because he's already been showing in school. The last time I spoke to him, he punched some little kid, you know, out in class. So, like, he's already at the age where he's, you know, starting to see, like, a lot of the stuff. Yeah, so I feel like you said, because of that, he's going to be the one that's going to be a little defiant. And I feel like he's going to be the one to give my father his fucking medicine.
It could be the other one too.
I don't know.
The quiet one? Hell yeah, it might be him. Shit.
I don't know my father either. Like, I don't even know his name at all. But I grew up with 5 sisters, 2 brothers, and I'm the oldest out of all. And my mom's baby daddy, he's like a crazy one. Everyone kind of protect him, but like he's a crazy one. He would lay hands on my mother. He would go out drink. He would lay hands on his children. He knows better not to lay his hands on me or them actually, because I'm coming here to fuck him up like every single time. So like we don't stay with him no more. So like he in Virginia, I'm in NC. That's the reason why I moved to NC because my mom just had enough. She didn't even tell us where we live no more. One minute he found out where we live again. I don't know who the fuck told him because we don't know nobody in NC. We're completely new. Yeah. So like it's got to be somebody who knew we were gonna move and like told him. So like because everybody loves him. I don't understand why. If you know what my mom would be going through.
Like the older kids, like the kids, or like the like uncles and friends and families like that.
I think it's like what my mom's friend is like ex-friends or something like
that. Oh, like the ones that want them?
It's something like that. So like every single time. So he found out where we lived, he came back, he's like, bro, I changed all that.
It's like,
all that, like
too late, bro.
I promise you, I'm like, this is the time I'll stick. I'm like, nah, you had multiple chances. My mom gave you multiple chances, and that was her mistake. Yeah. I'm gonna say that. Sorry, mama. But like, that was her mistake. Yeah. Like my siblings do not like you. They want to change their last name now. But like that's a big deal. You want to change your last name? That's crazy.
That sucks. Cause like me having 3 kids and everything, I would hate for one of my kids to be like, I want to change my name. because I feel like you're not worthy. From your name ain't doing whole shit to me. That will hurt me.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what you're going through in your life, like in your own personal life, but it should be no reason why you should treat your own kids and you make them mama like that at all. Like, you want to say you love, that's not love. That's just what's the word? Like, it's hurt.
It's not even love. It's
Obsession.
broken.
Like that shit is not cool. I have tried like too many times to count. Like that shit is crazy.
Misery love company, and they also have to remember, honey, when you're grown, all that shit is out the window.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Moment
That's
I turned
it.
like 13, 14,
That was it. That was just my little comment.
Like moment I turned 13, I feel like I'm
Yeah, I'm finna whoop your ass now.
Yeah.
She had it.
15 years,
I was
like
15 years old. I'm like a 15-year-old son.
Yeah.
Because you're not my dad. Son beat your ass. Like that's crazy to me. Like
Y'all know y'all. Well, side note, who knew they dad?
I do, but he ain't no dad.
Yeah. Yeah, not cool like that. Like damn, that's that's crazy. Cause that's why I never wanted to be like that.
Wait,
Where
do
like
you know your daddy?
no, I don't know him.
Oh, shit.
All I seen is a picture, and that nigga had a V-neck and an afro.
Please tell me y'all are gonna be better fathers than your father. Okay?
once I have a kid,
I also feel like it's for the ones of us, well, yeah, ones of y'all that don't know yours. I feel like it's sometimes it's best that you never met him. That's the best thing. Cause for me, I wish that I never met mine. So like, he like really. He was in and out of my life as a child and shit like that, but that was mainly because of my mom. Like, if I get in trouble, okay, you want to go to your daddy's? No, I don't. Like, that was a punishment for me. And so, like, yeah. And, like, yeah, that was technically a punishment for me. And so now, like, it wasn't until, and from stuff I can remember, I could still tell him and my mom was dealing with each other at that time. But then when I got older, like he wasn't around. It was times I would cry, go to my mom saying I miss my dad. All right, he'll say he'll come over the weekend, never come. Times plenty of shit happened. But like I end up getting my last name taken off, and the crazy thing is my mother put his last name on my name, but he never signed my birth certificate. So I technically do not have a father by legally. And so, but in general, like, what really broke me fully with him was, like, just as a child, continue to forgive you, having faith that you're going to get better, and then you don't. And then even when I am vocal and vulnerable and let you know how I feel and shit don't fucking change. And then it got to the point, like, where when I was a teenager, I just asked him to walk. Okay, everybody know what random it is, okay? Y'all know how random it is. It was like late 9 something. I just got home from out of town in Virginia. I asked him, can he walk to the store with me? He said, why can't you go? What? Now I was on the phone with my friend, so I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this with you. So I just keep talking to my friend. He'll come here. And he was like, oh, you ain't gonna be talking to me like you talk to your little friends. I'm won't even talking to you, like. And so then I'm trying to. Has anybody been in Apple Ridge Apartments over there? Okay, so like, it's like, the ABC stores. You keep going straight down, like you going towards Food Lion. Yeah, it's on the right. It's but like okay, so like it's a small hallway, like this small. He's standing right here. I'm trying to walk out so I can go out and breathe, get away from the situation. Because I was at the point like where my anger was bad. I'll black out.
He just told you to go, so what?
He standing in the fucking way. So then I'm sitting here. I'm like, bro, can you move? You don't mind if I touch you real quick? No. Okay, so I was like, can you move? I touched him like this. Like, just can you move out of the way? Like, dude, he told my mama I push him. That was his reason for putting his hands on me. He grabbed me up swinging. Mind y'all know how tall I am. People that don't know, I'm short. Okay, 6'4". He's 6'4". Okay, he's 6'4", and then he had to tell my mama that that I pushed him. Like, dude, come on, what the fuck is that gonna do? So that's when I was like, yeah, I'm fully done with you, cause it's no point. Like, you ain't done shit to me, like shit for me in my life. You never ever put your hands on me, even as a child. Like, my mom was the one that whipped me, and then now you go put your hands on me, and the people that do know, like, in general, as in what's going on with me. The reason that he told my mom was cause I want to be a man. He gonna treat me like one. Never taught me how to be one.
Exactly.
So that's my main thing for the reason like I feel like and a lot of things I've been through and how it has damaged me mentally with the factor of the love language from parents. how I wish I never really met you. Like I'm good without you anyhow. And then like what I've taught myself about manhood and everything, about the people that I have reached out to for mentors and just reading and anything like that, and just what I know I want to be within myself and to build into that. I don't fucking need you. I never needed you at the end of the day. So, but yeah, fuck them, because they won't even meant to be. They weren't even meant to be fathers. They helped bring you into this world, and it was meant for you to be here. That's all they did. They ain't do shit else.
Damn, parent privilege. God, dang.
You started a good one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my situation is slightly different because my dad, he was in my life, but I feel like he basically took me away from my mother. Like, I was staying at my grandma's house, my mother's mom, and like she lied and told him that I wasn't even there, like he was in town or whatever. She said I wasn't there, I was with her somewhere else. But he still showed up to my grandparents' house, and I was the one that answered the door. I'm like 2 years old. So my grandparents wouldn't go tell them like, no, you can't take. I'm his son, literally. So yeah, so he took me, and like I don't know why he took me though. Like, was it out of
spite?
Yeah, was it for that, or is it he always used to say that he couldn't see the other man raising his kids, but I didn't see why. I still don't understand because like he was abusive. Like, he was in the military for a good amount of years. He had trauma from his dad because he used to explain to me and my brother like, you know, the type of pain and trauma that his dad caused him. You know, as a kid that that was still, you could tell it was still hurting him. Like,
yeah.
So like yeah, like he was abusive, like verbally and like physically. So like not just whoopings, but you know like disrespect, like backhands to the face as a child. Like no child should be getting like slapped like across their face, like unless you really out of line. But the type of shit, we was too scared to even do shit. He a soldier. He bugged as fuck. He looked mean as fuck. Everybody used to say he looked mean. When he got a twin, everybody used to say he used to tell us that they called him the evil twin because.
Damn. Dang, huh?
So yeah, like, where was I going with this shit? Basically, yeah, like it's real down. I don't be having a lot of people that have that same like issue. It's usually like y'all saying y'all dad wasn't there, but mine was, but he wasn't. Like,
But he wasn't a fit father.
But he wasn't emotional. Like he say that he loved me. Like he told us like after, you know, like after say he beat us or whatever. Say after everything, and he's like, you know, I don't want to do this or whatever. Yeah. But I just never understood what he like truly, why he truly. I never felt accepted. Like he used to point out things that was bad about me, but he never said, you know, that's good, man. Keep doing that. Like, it was always pointing at, nah, like he ain't even if it went wrong, it's something he didn't agree with. You know, he basically make you feel shame or whatever for it. And he like when we was emotional, he'd say, y'all act like pussies, y'all bitches. Like, so it was like confusing for us to like we think like damn, we don't know why it hurt. We sitting there like crying, and like why is this shit hurting? Like, you know, he telling you that, you know, you wrong for the way you feel. Like shit just,
He was there, but he wasn't there.
right.
How did a group of dumb artists have terrible fathers? Like, I don't understand.
That's
Like,
how we became.
I think that's what. Okay, boom. I think trauma and pain just creates
That's how I found dance. Like, that was so crazy.
trauma and pain.
Like,
Yeah.
I think I was like 10 years old when I found dance.
Right.
So like, I remember I was watching my favorite duo, Late Twins, right? So like I was watching Late Twins, I said that's cool, but I wasn't gonna do it. And like I saw this one emotional piece, I was like, I really felt that. Like I was crowding that shit. I'm 10 years old. I don't understand the emotion that was felt in that shit already. Right?
The energy in general.
Yeah, so I had my own like, I wouldn't call it a speaker. It was like more like a boombox with an I scored, right? So I was playing that same song. I just kept doing that same song over and over again, crying over that shit, crying, dancing to that same shit. I'm like, I feel better now. Like I really released that shit. Like that's crazy to me. So I'm like, I'm not grateful for what you did, but I'm grateful for what you did. You made me find my occupation and stuff like that. So I thank you, but at the same time, fuck you. So,
That pressure really do create something out of you. That pressure, like, always. Like, I don't, like, sometimes I hate the way shit went, but at the same time, I'm so grateful for the way it went, because it really made me, like, super, like
I would have been me.
Like, yeah, like, I feel like that was my worst part of life, like, just trying to, growing up. Like, I mean, of course it's a good time, not even saying there wasn't a good time, but I feel like that was the hardest part of my life so far that I had to get through. And once I got through that, I left when I was 17, and ever since I felt like there ain't shit that anybody can say or do to me that could break my soul to that extent. So ever since then, shit been like a breeze since I've been on my own. Like, I feel free, I don't feel wrong for, now I understand. I wasn't wrong for feeling the way I felt.
No, you wasn't.
And yeah, because like when you're a kid, people always like to make you feel wrong for feeling a certain way.
And that bothers me because I feel like that's the time to nurture the feelings even more. Because like at first, before dance and everything, I really wanted to do not physical therapy, psychology, and then social work with kids. Because again, I was in foster care. And they tell you, the very first class, they will tell you, the time to start nurturing your kids is as soon as they come out your pussy. Like, not even trying to be funny. Because what you don't understand is, I promise you, kids are smarter when they're younger than they will be when they get older. Because you got to think, any type of touch, anything that appeals to their five senses sticks with them. Quick, fast, in a hurry, and heavy. I promise you, especially you got to think this generation, kids are not stupid. So if you sit here and you tell a kid you're being a pussy or you're being dramatic or you're being this, because that was my mom and my father's favorite word, because how you had that thing with your father, the thing happened to me with my mom. The only thing with my mom was, I love you, mommy, she was dick crazy. For the dude, for her, that wasn't even shit, my stepfather. So she would treat me, again, I would always get what I was doing wrong. My sister would get the praise, all the praise, like. So that's how it is for me. But like I said, calling you dramatic, saying that what you're feeling is invalid. Stop telling kids that. Stop fucking telling kids that. Because again, like you said, all of y'all are saying right now, yes, it might have been so many years ago, but that shit still bothers me today. Yes, I might get over it. Yes, I have my moments, but no matter how healed I am or how healed I become, I still have my triggers. I still have the things that, I remember, which of course, as a healing journey, I'm trying to, like I said, fully, at least not let it bother me to where you can tell in my mood or like my actions. But either way, there we go. But either way, no matter, again, how much healing I have, I'm still going to have that feeling in there, like, damn, or that self-doubt. Because look the shit you was telling me, making me do, smacking me around with when I was younger. Like, that's just not gonna go nowhere. And I'm maybe for y'all, y'all can heal. But for me, the shit I went through, I don't feel like that shit will ever fucking go nowhere. This shit will forever be. I don't at least like portray the feeling, that shit's in my fucking head. Point blank. Period. Like, it's always gonna be there. Thank you, jackass.
Something else about like with the factor of privilege with parents is like, please don't tell me I'm about to have a brain fart. Okay, well, like what y'all are saying in general with a lot of our parents, they were not ready to be parents. Like, they had a lot of stuff like we got traumas and stuff, generational curses. Like, they got a lot of stuff that they had to deal with that they didn't deal with, and a lot of them also thought, I can fill this void with a child. Like, for me, I have a sister that passed. That's why I wear this all the time. And she was 2 months. And they were trying to have me after her so they can have another child. But they weren't been together. Matter of fact, like, so like just stuff like that. And then also with the factor of privilege with parents, like what you were saying, like with abuse, the abuse of power, like that's a privilege that they have too, and not even just physical abuse, verbal abuse, like the mental abuse with manipulation. Oh, because I said so. Like, I just saw a video. This little boy, it was having a little powwow, a little meeting with the parents or whatever. He was talking and he was like, but why is it that y'all have to say, because I said so? And then the dad was like, because sometimes we're just tired, so we just say it so you can get out of the way. He was like, but why can't you just say, I'll explain later? And then he was like, but then if you say that, then you're not going to explain later. But I'm just sitting here waiting But exactly, like, why are you not teaching your kid that? Why are you not letting them know? Now they're just, because also you learn more, some people, but I know I do. I learn more for if someone gives me an explanation to something.
Yes.
That's
And it
definitely
clicks
something
more
I
for
teach my
me.
kids that too. If you want this, click that. Yeah, so I teach my kids now, like, because I was just like that. People were like, because I said so, because I know it's right, and this, and that, third. Now I'm like, that's why I ask so many questions. So when my kids ask me questions like, Dad, I want to do this. I was like, all right, so it's a give and take thing. You want some juice? Cool. So this is how you going to get juice. You're going to have to clean this, pick that up, and move there, and say hey to your mama. It's like, what was the last one? It's like, say hey to your mama. It's like, all right, and they go do that. If they can follow these rules, they'll ask less questions because they already know. Because if you're just telling me, if I just tell you the sky's blue, don't question me, okay? But then, hey, Dad, I saw the sky. The sky was purple this morning. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I sweat. Like, why? I just saw it's blue. No, it's purple.
And then you go to school,
Yeah.
and then you learn this stuff, and
Yeah.
it's so much that it trails onto it, how it fucks a kid up.
I'm gonna call you a liar. You told me.
You told me.
And then, well, my mama said.
No.
My mama not lying. My mama right.
Right.
I'm not gonna argue.
And God forbid you actually like tell your mom that she was wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So that was that thing.
But that remind me of the Kevin Hart one. The Kev where his mom let him curse.
Yeah.
He was like, what he said.
My mama
"No,
told
bitch,
you."
bitch." Yeah, he was going.
Yeah. But dang, parent privilege, boy. I think we went.
I wanted to just say one other thing. First of all, thank you everybody for sharing those very intimate stories.
Yeah.
They're not easy for you to stand here and like have a smile, dance, be among strangers and say that. Like, thank you. I think you were absolutely right when you said like some parents like were not ever ready or meant to be parents, and when they did, they freaked out and they didn't know they weren't ready until you showed up. I luckily, because I say luckily because I'm in a full room of people that didn't have that privilege. So I'm on the side of the child that was privileged to have two parents that actually gave a fuck. Actually, without knowing a lot of things, they risked it all. Like they came to America with no English, no idea on how to make it, and somehow they drove taxis. They brought us along. Like we went from living with two other families like together in a teeny tiny apartment, and that was normal. Like my nightstand was a cardboard box with the picture of Virgin Mary, and to me that was normal. I just thought that was like, oh, my parents are caring for me. That's great. Even though they had all the love, and up until today they have given me so much support, which has given me so much like life appreciation, be able to be in different environments, and I know that's a huge privilege because I see a lot of you guys, and you guys are my friends, and I feel it. I'm like, damn, I really grew up extremely privileged by having two people that cared. But even at their best, their level of consciousness was just to a certain point, not what I was meant to be, not what you were meant to be. You're not meant to be your parents' consciousness. You're here to elevate that, cure generations of mistakes and just bad experiences. And sometimes when your parents are not there, I think it's a blessing in disguise, because those people that were not there present, they chose to not be there to not hurt you, and that's really great. And those that chose to hurt you, that's something they have to live with for the rest of their lives. That's also real. And so I think it's up to us to, like, like you said, you want to be a better dad to your kids so that they are better. So every single one of you, if you ever do have children, you guys are going to be hell of parents because you care, just for that fact. And I can tell you, even when you do care, you might not do the best job, and you might fuck up. You might manipulate your kids like my mom did with me, but you'll continue to grow out of that. And you guys are all like meant to be here for a reason. So definitely, I will say the privilege feels extremely heavy, because I know that without that, I wouldn't be sitting here, like in America, actually doing what I love to do, and that's, I felt lucky, like I'm extremely lucky. So thank you all for like sharing that. That was be vulnerable.
Yeah. It's a lot of heartfelt talking. God damn. See,
I'm so, real fast.
Yeah.
I said this to Amelia the other day, but I want to say this in a way that you don't feel offended. I was telling Amelia that anytime I talk to you, even if it's just one-on-one or like in a group, you always give like that. You give me like a mother feeling. Like you just give me such a warm hug with your words, even when it's not physical. Like, I love you, Owl. That was it. That was it. Like seriously, you give me like mama love vibes, but like, not mom. Like I don't know. Yeah.
I've seen my cousins grow up without their dads, without their moms. I've seen those examples so close to me that I don't want to have children. My body's not made to have children. So it's one of those things that even a person that would feel motherly or would do a great job, it's like I understand what that entails. And I don't think that was someone that's probably mentally able to do that. And I think I'm very good in society. But even that is such a huge responsibility that I understand.
It is.
Yeah.
But I say it is. I got 3.
Yeah.
So. But hearing y'all stories about y'all dads too, cause like didn't know my dad, but I just seen pictures of my dad. But the fact that like some people had their dad, and like they were abusive, they like mentally they'll like mentally abuse you and stuff like that. That's like hearing these stories, and even like when my mom had her boyfriends or whatever like that, they would try to like fill that dad role, and I'm like, nah, nigga, keep going.
Who are you?
I'm like, keep going.
I'm gonna shut up.
Like yeah, cause like I told because like and at the time because I was like going through my shit too, being picked on or whatever like that. I got to fight. I was quick to fight, so people would try to pick on me and stuff like that. And the dude was like, hey, well, I was like, nigga, you're not gonna last that long, so keep it pushing, bro. He's like, saying, go to my mom like your son's being mad disrespectful. Like what did he say? He said I'm not gonna last that long. My mom was like, why would you say that? It's like, mom, look at him. But hearing those stories and everything like that showed me like, okay, gave me like kind of a guidelines of how to become a better dad, because I didn't want to be this mentally abusive person. And if my kids did something wrong, I'd be like, why do you think I'm not mad at you? I would ask now. I'm like, I ask more questions. Like I won't spare the rod, but I want you to know why I'm doing it. But I don't want to be like every time the wind blow, I just smack the shit out of you every time.
Yeah,
like, no.
yeah.
Like I want
You was being bad. This is what you did bad, and now I'm gonna slap you.
Yeah. Right. No, I'm just saying that like you're right, because like I do not want to spare the rod because I feel like they need you to know, but at the same time I don't want to abuse my power as a parent. Just be like you said, one of y'all said like I said so, just to go sit down, or like you're like I'm just standing down. I'm just sitting down. I've been sitting in my room for like 30 minutes. Like you're supposed to come get me. You're like, why are you just sitting there the whole time? Like you told me to sit here. What's wrong? I'm obeying what you said. So like I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And like growing up and seeing other people's parents and like it kind of feel like I got jealous sometimes. I'm like, they got his whole fucking family, whole family, and they nice, and they got a nice house.
You go to your friend's house and like
toys everywhere.
That's what I hate about being a foster kid. Like I never had my own family. It was everybody else's
Pissed
family.
me off. I was ready to fight some people. Some people, some people would pick because I seen how they look. They say one thing to me. I was like, I'm glad you did that because I really want to punch you.
Yeah.
And I'll get fights and stuff like that.
So I got in trouble a lot.
I was really bad tempered. But over time learning and seeing like who like I told other people too, like you figure out who to let in your circle and who not to let in your circle. You figure out what advice to take or what not to take. Then you'll start to figure out who is there for you and who's not there for you. Because you already been through all the bullshit. Y'all already know now. So do not, I know it's like with anybody from the bad experiences, do not let those type of people in your circle because you know they do nothing but to hurt you.
Hurry up.
Brandon.
I was about to piggyback on what you said. I definitely feel that though, like, definitely resonate with what you said, because myself, I see the blessing in like not having, well, my dad like being a bitch. How you gonna lie? Yeah. Because I see certain ways in him that I see in myself that I really don't like, especially like how I treat people, like how I go about things. To me, I'm not really a confrontational person. If it annoys me, I just walk away. I don't want to deal with that shit. But it's a lot of things that I have to confront, I have to push through, and I learned that my dad doing that, I don't like how that feels when he does it. So my big boy pants, so I want to do this shit myself. Yeah. I guess a little backstory about my father. I knew who he was kind of my whole life. He was portrayed as my cousin. when I turned 13.
Wow.
I actually found out who my dad was through somebody else. Crazy story.
Wow, this whole time you thought your dad was your cousin?
Yeah, because he would come to. I probably seen him like three times before I was 13, and then that's when somebody else told me like, yeah, that's your pops. I'm like, you know what?
Like, shut up.
Nobody else told me.
He been for 13 years. What you talking about? He got me ice cream.
Real shit. Like my dad lived up the street from me and had a whole like another family, like on some real shit.
Ain't that crazy?
He had 3 kids by my mom.
Yeah.
You know Dedrick.
Yeah.
Got a sister. So we all in the same house, and he's up the street with like a whole nother family type shit. That shit.
That is wild.
Really
I'm
fucked
sorry.
with me. Like,
Tell them how many of y'all there is in all.
Yeah, you got 8 kids.
Bro, Bruh.
But by the other family, by the other bitch, honey, like what?
Bruh,
He got 3 with my mom. He got 3 by his wife, and then he has 2 more by 2 other women.
Wow.
It's not too bad. All of mine got. Only person he got multiple children with, which is 2, is technically my mother, and that was my sister that passed away. Everybody else that's living, they all have different mothers, and it's about 6 that I know.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's great. See, that's. These,
Were you finished?
are you done?
Keep going.
Bitch daddy.
He had a whole family outside of the street.
Get out of here.
I was making a point. I forgot. Oh well, basically, this shit. I just see a lot of things. I see a lot of instances in him that I see in myself that shows me like I see red flags in him that I see in myself, and it just shows me like I gotta fix that shit. Cause I don't like if I don't like the way he is, I gotta really reflect on myself and really ask myself, is this really how I want to be?
Right.
If that makes sense.
How's it make y'all feel when some people say, "Dang, you act like your dad," or you like your dad does the same thing?
I'm not gonna lie. One of my niggas hit me with that one time, and I almost fought this nigga.
That was a trigger for me. My mom
real
always
shit,
say that shit all the time, so
That's
I'm like,
some
bro.
shit.
Bro, like at first when I heard that shit, yeah, I'm the only person that answered.
Yeah.
I brush that shit. I'm like, alright.
Yeah.
So what he got like?
What he got to do with
Do
me?
you know him, bitch?
Like, damn, I like to meet myself, so I can stop
Yeah.
real quick.
Right.
So like, yeah,
The
I
growth.
don't really care no more. Like,
Yeah, I could win. I'm in middle school. This nigga asked me. He was, I guess I was sagging or whatever. You could just see like the top line of my drawers. And this man was like, "Was your dad like you saying? Was your dad like saying you like that?" I'm like, "You tell me, because I don't know what the fuck."
I'm like, would he? Would he?
Awkward, 'cause you asked me.
You asked. When you find out, let me know.
That shit. You guys better get them on.
But people, this is the thing. People just don't know. People just feel like they can say whatever they want. I'm like, bro. Like, I tell people like, watch what you're saying. Like, tread lightly.
They also say love your kid the way you want somebody else to love them. So like
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's stuck with me. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah, but
love
that's-
your kid the way you want, the opposite person to like love them. As far as like the nurturing, the caring, the asking questions, making sure you're updated on their life. Hey, I know you're your favorite color. Not gonna cap. I could probably call my mom right now. I'm 21. She probably don't even know my favorite color. Love her to death, but Janet don't know my favorite color.
That's why I made myself. I wanted to know everything about my kids.
Invest in your kids,
Invest in my
bro.
kids. Like they be watching shows on YouTube. Naeem be like, "What are they watching?" Like, "Oh, that's happy."
No,
that's
when we was at that shoot and your
Peppa
son,
Pig.
I don't know what he was watching, but it had got quiet a little bit. This was at
Yeah.
the Tia shoot, and all you heard was them. Like you could tell he was watching somebody play the game.
Yeah.
But it was a little kid.
Corey
And
Kenshin.
he was in there cursing and shit.
You watch-
That
they're watching
had
Corey
me weak.
Kenshin.
That had me weak. I was like, what is he watching? God.
They be watching the scariest shows and games. I was like, dang. But that makes me feel good because I'm like, dang, my kids are like me.
yeah, like that's what I want.
Not like my dad. My kids are like me. My kids are goofy. They run around. They chill. They be doing their own thing. But like my youngest, Mateo, if everyone's balling and have a good time here, he's in his bedroom looking at his phone like, that's crazy. Like and Kyle will make sure everybody in the building's like, you good? You good? You good? All right. And JoJo's like, hey, so. No, that's Kai.
No, Kai. I say
That's
that.
Kai. That's
Anytime
Kai's
we
girlfriend.
see-
I forgot. That's Kai's girlfriend right there. I forgot. But JoJo, he's cool. He's smart. He's real smart. But that's what I like that. I want to be. I want that.
You see the best versions of you
Yeah.
in front of you.
Yeah.
Way better than you've said it to me. You're like, these are 3 individual parts of me that are
Right.
the best.
They're my cell juniors.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more attractive than seeing a man care for his kids. I don't care because again, because you don't see it that often. Like seeing a man care for his kids, it does something to my heart.
That's
like
what I be
my
telling
heart
these dudes, like,
melts
what's wrong with y'all?
all the way.
That's why every time you see it on social media, man, they were like, look at this strong black man.
I'm there, right? We get all the love
I kid
because
you not.
you don't see
at
it.
at the schools, like there's a group chat at the schools, but there's no dudes in the group chat. So I'm last to know about everything. Like, oh, when this happened? Like, oh, we're in the group chat. Like, oh, you're not in the group chat. I'm like, when was there a group chat? Even at the daycare. Oh, well, these kids don't have any daddies. Like, I want
That shit really
like put me in the group chat so I can know what's going on.
That you in your kids' life, or niggas be surprised that
People will clap. People will
One
clap.
of my teachers got called a creep for that. He was at the park. He's an older
You got
white
called a
man.
creep 'cause
His
he's at
name
the
is
park?
Chris. Yeah, so he was an older white man. He took his son to the park. And again, Dito, he's an old white man.
Yeah.
I can show you a picture, but he mad cool. I fucking love Chris. Chris, if you watching this, I love you. But Chris, okay, so long story short, he had to park with his son, blah, blah, blah. All the soccer moms and stuff is out there with their daughters, da, 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 da. He's playing with his son on the little, whatchamacallit. Some little girl was finna bust her face open, so he caught her. He put the little girl down, asked her if she's good, and he's about to walk away. As soon as he's about to walk away, here come the mom. Don't you ever put your hands in my fucking kid, blah, blah, blah. Me personally, I'll be like, okay, so next time I'm gonna just let your bitch drop. Because what? Like that hurt my heart listening to this man say it. Because also I know who Chris is. He has one tone, and it's like this. Brandon met him, and he talks like this. No matter how mad he gets, he talks like this at this same pace.
monotone.
Like I love Christopher, and he loves everybody else. So when he told me that, where's this lady's address? Because we could go fight her. Because I don't like ignorance like that. I really don't like ignorance like that. You have this man at the park with his son. He's minding his business with his son. Why was you not watching your stupid ass, clumsy ass kid?
Right.
If you
Like,
were actually watching, you would know she's about to fall in
Right.
because also too, anybody else would have let that bitch drop.
That's true.
Because this world is evil as hell.
Right.
They would have literally watched that girl drop.
Right.
And they be, oh, your baby dropped.
Yeah, oh, she fell.
Yeah, see, this one, she had to be like 2, bro. And you know how tall like the fire poles are at playground?
Yeah.
She just fell. Like she ain't grabbed the pole and then she just fell face first and got up.
No, their babies be like that. That's how you know they bad.
That shit would have hurt
My
my
nephew like that.
These kids are durable, bro. These kids are durable.
My nephew, you see how long they be running around? Hours.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, yo, nobody saw that.
Hey, man.
She just got
Hey.
up and just ran.
No, that's the word right there. That's how you know they bad though. The durable ones be the bad ones.
Hey, that used to,
He'll start fake crying, and then you like, you good? He'll start walking away. You start trying to talk to him. He'll ignore you. And then out of nowhere, he come back with his truck. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, please get him checked out.
I want the
Because
high that kids be on, honestly. You
They-
piss them off, give them 5 seconds. They'll come back all right.
bro. That used to be us. That used to be us.
One of my niggas, his nephew, they gotta push the bread all the way back on the table because if you don't, he'll come grab it and just smush it up.
Ah,
That shit, he having me crying. Like, what goes through your head?
bro. No. Tell me this.
He make that man. That's why he did it.
Right, tell me this. I was going to try to figure out what's wrong with my printer, right? I opened it up. Tell me why there's magnetic alphabets in my printer. I was like, it say printer jam. Like, what do you mean printer jam? There's no paper stuck in here. I pull the whole thing out. I see alphabets, and I'm like, okay, this is why.
My aunt, she could have been a foster. Well, not even my aunt, but so she was her son's ex-girlfriend. He wasn't even with the girl, but she had a son. She took in her son basically. So let's just say this random girl's son, she took him in. Bad as hell. He like 3. I have a picture of him. But anyways, he was 3. So we sleep. We downstairs, right? She says she's getting up in the morning because she hears feet running. So she had a chocolate cake in the garbage, right? Chocolate cake in the garbage. She wakes up out of her sleep because all she hears is, right? So she goes, he heard her get up. So she was like, she goes to the top of the stairs and all she sees is him, because all he had on was a diaper. She sees him just zoom. So she goes to check on him. He got chocolate right here, chocolate right here, chocolate right here, even chocolate in his ass. So she goes into the trash can. He got fingerprint. Long story short, he got to the chocolate cake that was at the very bottom because she just changed the trash bag, so the shit was at the bottom. And it was funny because of course she whooped his ass, but she was like, when she was cleaning him or whatever, and she seen that there was more chocolate in his diaper, he got another ass whooping real quick because, sir, what were you doing?
Why were you putting chocolate in your diaper? He said save it.
Dang, I know that probably hurts.
Yo, it's a Rugrats, bro. Oh man.
Oh, that's
All right. Good. All right. Good talk, y'all. Good talk. So that was privilege. We went in on parent privilege. We went in. Yeah. That right there. That was the reason why I want to be a good father to my kids, because I do not want it. I did not want it to feel like, damn, am I always doing wrong? I never wanted to feel like that. Yeah. Yeah. They will, because we already went through the trauma, and we don't want them to go through that trauma.
The camera has to be off.
Okay.
If my mom do see this.
Well, we about to shut it down anyway. Random GSO podcast, y'all. Hope y'all had a good time, and we out. Peace.